doubting you, constantly making you feel guilty for wanting more out of life, you need to create space. Because your environment matters. The people you surround yourself with will either push you forward or pull you down. On the other hand, you will also meet new people, people who inspire you, people who challenge you, people who push you to think bigger. These are the relationships that will help you grow. But in order to make room for them, you have to be willing to let go of the ones that are no longer serving you. It's not about being cold or heartless. It's about protecting your energy, your vision, and your future. At some point, you have to stop explaining yourself to people who don't get it. You don't owe anyone an apology for wanting more out of life. You don't have to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. The people who truly belong in your life will support your growth. The ones who don't were never meant to come with you. Grit over talent. A lot of people think success is about being the most talented, the smartest, or the most gifted. They believe that people who make it to the top were just born with something special that others don't have. But the truth is, talent alone doesn't guarantee success. There are millions of talented people in this world who never reach their full potential because they don't have the one thing that truly separates the successful from the unsuccessful. Grit. Grit is that inner drive, that determination, that refusal to quit no matter what. It's what keeps you going when you feel like giving up. It's what pushes you to show up even on the days when you don't feel like it. It's what makes you keep fighting when everything seems to be working against you. Talent is a gift, but grit is a choice. And the people who succeed in life are the ones who choose to keep going, no matter how many obstacles they face. The problem with relying on talent alone is that talent can make you lazy. When things come easy, you don't develop the work ethic that success requires. You assume that because you're good at something, you don't have to work as hard as everyone else. And that mindset is exactly why so many talented people fail. They get comfortable. They stop pushing themselves. They expect things to happen just because they're gifted. But life doesn't work like that. Hard work beats talent every single time when talent refuses to work hard. Grit means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means putting in the hours when nobody is watching. It means staying late, waking up early, and doing whatever it takes to improve. It means embracing the struggle instead of avoiding it. Because the truth is, success is not built on comfort. It's built on perseverance, on discipline, on pushing through the days when you're tired, frustrated, or unsure of yourself. Grit is also about how you handle failure. Most people let failure break them. They take one loss and decide it's over. They let rejection or disappointment make them quit. But people with grit don't see failure as the end. They see it as part of the journey. They learn from it, adjust, and come back stronger. They don't let setbacks define them because they know that the only way to truly fail is to stop trying. Having grit means being willing to do the work that others won't. It means being the last one in the gym, the first one in the office, the person who studies a little longer, works a little harder, and refuses to settle for being average. It's about having the discipline to keep going when motivation fades. Because motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's what separates winners from everyone else. Some people spend their whole lives waiting for the perfect moment, the right opportunity, or for someone to recognize their talent. But the ones who truly succeed don't wait for anything. They create their own opportunities. They take action even when they don't feel ready. They keep pushing even when nobody believes in them. They refuse to be outworked. The truth is, talent might open a door for you, but only grit will keep you in the room. You don't have to be the most talented person in the world, but if you have the determination to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep improving, nothing can stop you. The ones who win in life aren't always the most gifted. They're the ones who simply refuse to quit. Success won't find you. Too many people sit around waiting for the right opportunity, the perfect moment, or some lucky break to change their lives. They think if they just wait long enough, something will come along and make everything fall into place. But that's not how success works. Success does not knock on your door. It does not show up uninvited. It does not randomly pick people. Success goes to those who chase it, who hunt it down, who put in the work day after day, even when they don't see immediate results. One of the biggest lies people believe is that they need permission to go after what they want. They wait for someone to tell them they're good enough, that they're ready, that now is the right time. But the truth is, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you success. If you want it, you have to take it. You have to stop waiting and start doing. The people who achieve great things in life are not the ones who sat around hoping for an opportunity. They are the ones who created their own. A lot of people get stuck in the mindset of waiting because they're afraid to fail. They think, what if I try and it doesn't work, or what if people judge me? But the real question is, what happens if you don't try at all? Nothing. Nothing changes. Nothing improves. You stay exactly where you are. And that's the biggest risk of all. You cannot let fear keep you from taking action. You have to understand that failure is just part of the process. Every successful person you admire has failed probably more times than you can count. The difference is they didn't let that stop them. There are people out there right now with half your talent, half your intelligence, but they are winning because they took action. They didn't wait to feel ready. They didn't sit around making excuses. They got up and made things happen. The truth is, you will never feel 100% ready. There will always be doubts, always be challenges, always be reasons to wait. But waiting does not get you closer to your dreams. Action does. Some people spend their entire lives planning, but never executing. They have big dreams, big ideas, but they never take that first step. They talk about what they're going to do someday, but someday never comes. The difference between people who succeed and people who don't is simple. Successful people take action now. They don't wait for the perfect plan, the perfect conditions, or the perfect opportunity. They start where they are with what they have, and they figure the rest out along the way. Success is about momentum. The more action you take, the more doors start to open. You might not see results right away, but every step you take moves you closer. Every lesson you learn makes you better. Every failure teaches you something valuable. But none of that happens if you don't start. You can't expect success to come find you while you sit on the couch thinking about it. You have to move. You have to put in the work. The truth is, life does not reward those who wait. It rewards those who hustle. It rewards those who show up every single day, who grind when nobody is watching, who keep pushing even when they don't feel like it. If you want something, go get it. Nobody is coming to give it to you. Nobody is going to do it for you. The only person responsible for your success is you. Rejection and criticism are part of the journey. No matter what you do in life, no matter how hard you work, no matter how good you are at something, there will always be people who doubt you, criticize you, and try to tear you down. Some people will tell you that you're not good enough. Some will say your dreams are unrealistic. Some will laugh at your ambition. And if you're not careful, you'll start to believe them. You'll let their words get inside your head. You'll start questioning yourself, hesitating, holding back. But the truth is, if you want to succeed, you have to learn how to deal with rejection and criticism without letting it break you. Most people fear rejection so much that they never even try. They'd rather stay in their comfort zone than risk hearing a no. They'd rather blend in than risk standing out and being judged. But that kind of thinking will keep you stuck. Every successful person you admire has faced rejection over and over again. They've been told no more times than they can count. They've been ignored, dismissed, and criticized, but instead of letting that stop them, they use it as fuel to keep going. They understood that rejection is not a sign to quit. It's a test to see how bad you really want it. The truth is, most of the people who criticize you are not doing it because they genuinely want to help you. They're doing it because they don't believe in themselves, so they don't want to see you believe in yourself. They're afraid to chase their own dreams, so they try to convince you that yours are impossible. They're stuck in their own limited mindset, so they want to drag you down to their level. And if you're not strong enough, you'll let them. You'll let their negativity shape your decisions. You'll let their doubt kill your confidence. Rejection is not failure. It's just part of the process. If you apply for a job and don't get it, that doesn't mean you're not qualified. It just means that wasn't the right opportunity. If you pitch an idea and someone says no, that doesn't mean your idea is worthless. It just means you need to find the right person who sees its value. If you put yourself out there and people don't support you, that doesn't mean you should stop. It just means you need to keep pushing until you find the right audience. Every rejection is simply redirection. It's pointing you towards something better, something that aligns with your purpose, something that is meant for you. Criticism is also something you have to learn to handle. There will always be people who have something negative to say, no matter what you do. If you play it safe and do nothing, they'll criticize you for being lazy. If you chase your dreams and take risks, they'll criticize you for being unrealistic. You cannot live your life based on other people's opinions because their opinions will change, but your vision has to stay strong. The key is learning how to separate useful criticism from useless negativity. Some feedback is valuable. It can help you grow, improve, and get better. But some criticism is just noise. It comes from people who don't understand your journey, people who have never built anything, people who sit on the sidelines and judge instead of taking action themselves. You have to be smart enough to know the difference. Listen to the advice that helps you improve, but ignore the negativity that's meant to bring you down. Most people quit at the first sign of rejection or criticism because they take it personally. They think it means they're not good enough. But rejection is not personal. It's part of the price you pay for success. The sooner you learn to embrace it, the sooner you realize that it's not something to fear, but something to push through. The ones who win in life are not the ones who never get rejected or criticized. They're the ones who refuse to let it stop them.